So I've already been working on 3 different videos, and then for some reason, I got the urge to look at which anime are trending right now, and I saw this, a title which means literally nothing to me as I don't speak Chinese, but I saw the cool cover and the high rating, and I thought, I wonder what I'm missing out on. See, at this point, I'd only seen 2 Chinese anime, or donghua, before. Link Click made a strong first impression with its plot and its character design, and then I watched this, a show I couldn't even make it 4 episodes into without getting bored and dropping it. So right now, China's shooting 1 for 2 in my books. Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation has a hell of a story, so let's first start off with some context. This might be a while, so grab some popcorn. Alright, so, in the show, the world's made up of different clans related by blood who practice cultivation. Cultivation's basically a way in which humans can extend their lifespans and get superpowers through meditation, with the end goal being immortality and then godhood. Of all the different clans, there are 5 that are at the top of the totem pole, the 5 great clans, one of which is the Wen clan. It was founded by the man who had the idea of making it so that cultivation clans are made up exclusively of family and not school-based, effectively making him the pioneer for the new world. The Wen clan would grow to be the biggest of the 5. They had more power, tools, and people than anyone else. See, this is all cool and all, right? Until new leadership took over, turning the Wen clan into tyrants, committing multiple atrocities and massacres, until the 4 other clans united against it, launching the Sunshot campaign. Wait a minute, this sounds very familiar.
Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Oh. Anyway, part of the campaign is the Zhang clan, which was slaughtered to near extinction by the Wen, and in the Zhang clan is a student who wasn't actually born into the family, but was taken in, a man named Wei Wuxian. He would go on to change the entire momentum of the war, overpowering the Wen clan and wiping them out, but the way that he did it was, less than desirable. You see, cultivation's usually based on martial arts, meditation, and enlightenment, right? But Wei Wuxian liked experimenting, and so he deviated from the traditional path to enlightenment and developed Mo Dao, the demonic path. This would lead him to be able to resurrect the dead, controlling their corpses with his flute and making them fight for him. Along with his other demonic techniques, he would become a one-man army, tormenting and fucking with the Wen clan, including what the fuck? Manipulating one of the female members into biting off the penis of another member before making her suffocate swallowing a chair leg. You know, this is the main character I can really get behind. I fuck with his message. Good for him. Well, the war in the Wen clan's tyranny is over, but Wei Wuxian keeps using his powers. In a brutal move, Wei razes all of the Wen clan's cemeteries, ordering the corpses of the wiped out clan to track down their own families and kill them too. Eventually, this would lead to him being painted as a target. He was too strong, and an attack would be launched to kill him by the Zhang, the same clan he was a disciple of. So our main character's dead. Show's over. Go watch better content, like when cute girls are jealous, funny anime moments. At least that's what I would say if it were not for a certain lunatic named Mo Shanshu, a homosexual man who'd been so verbally and physically abused by his family that he was driven insane, and as a last resort he sacrificed his soul in a suicide ritual in which he gave up his body for someone else to take. That someone else? Well, none other than Wei Wuxian, back from the dead. We get to follow around an overpowered character in a new body trying to hide his true identity while also existing among the very same people who killed him. And while this trope isn't anything new, and I don't particularly have any strong feelings towards it, this show manages to pull it off better than any other I've seen. Get thrown into a world full of Chinese culture and architecture, like they've got motherfuckers flying on swords, which is actually a common thing in Chinese novels. It's just that I haven't read any. You know when a show gets a movie and you watch it and you notice the sudden increase in quality, like the Dragon Ball movie for example. Everything feels better planned, polished, it just feels like a fuck ton of money was thrown at it. I get that same feeling watching this. Just listen to the sound design in the opening clip. The studio that made this are some tryhards, I swear. You see it in everything from the monster design to the quality of the fight scenes. Speaking of which, my god, the action's incredible. Its choreography's fluid and the characters play around with the environment, which creates a level of uncertainty of what's gonna happen in a fight. This gave me a similar feeling to when I first watched Avatar. We get taken through a new world in which everything has its own crazy backstory, and it's all written competently. There's different powers everywhere and different dynamics between all the characters. Like I said, the main character is overpowered as shit. So when you know you're above others, what do? You mess with them. Wu goes around causing chaos and being a troublemaker, pissing off all the stuck-up clan members. He's arguably a chaotic neutral character, which in my opinion are the most entertaining kinds of characters to watch. So I have mixed feelings about the art style. On one hand, everything looks clean and well animated, right? But on the other, the characters look like someone drew a female and then erased her tits. All the men look feminine, and they all look really similar to each other. Combine that with the long-ass Chinese names that I've never heard of before, and I found it kinda hard to tell which character was being talked about. The language is just a minor nitpick though. If you're Chinese, the show's probably even more solid to watch. On the topic of nitpicking, Jesus Christ, the motion blur got so obnoxious at some points. The action's fantastic, don't get me wrong, but then they try to hide it behind these ugly ass blurs. It makes no sense, but it doesn't happen that often, so it's okay. Another little thing about the show is that it's pretty gay. Like, no, really, type the name of it in and then go to images. It's quite the sight to say the least. So that might be a plus or a minus for some people. Overall though, this is probably the best Chinese donghua I've seen to date. And if I don't get lazy, I might have to watch seasons 2 and 3. Check this one out. It seriously shows off the effort put into it.